Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord, pass the pig scam.
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. You're set. 18. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm trying to collect. Mike 50, Mike 50. 24 down, he's coming.
From the 24, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Leo, get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. 15. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike's 50, Mike's gun.
Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Who's that? 19. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check 26, check 26. 24. Tighten up.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. 50 seconds.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Hey.
Now Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, walk 54. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Hey, 59. Check, 24.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
I got you, boy.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down. Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Reset. It's an 18. That can be trapped. 24. Switch gears. At 24. 57, Mike 57. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. 24.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They juked him, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready? 51. Come to my work. Hey, Foxtrot. Come to my work. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Ready?
On 1st down, Herbert looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back. Check five.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now it's Mixon running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Seven.
Mike's by four. Watch the out.
On third down, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Tough first half for him. To put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 15 Yo, where's Twitch?
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Joe Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the smooth. Watch the shit.
Hey, Sam off.
Crunch. Crunch. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hard. Lead grip.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Check.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Hey, 31! Hey, one set, we're over. 54.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On the ready. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You got nothing in there. You got number 9. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
From the gun, Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Diaz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They